Alright, hello everybody. This is Test. This is going to be my first attempt at a YouTube video. Well, not first attempt, but first actual upload. I am covering Final Fantasy XIII, just doing some grinding tips for CP farming on the Alkalite Steppe, Chapter 11, Central Expanse. This video is for anybody who is a first-time player of the game and finding that they're having some difficulty leveling up, especially if, like me, in the previous two chapters, you decided to skip around because you wanted to advance the story and weren't focused so much on monsters. So, yeah, I took one look at the Berserkers and decided, fuck that, I didn't really want any of that. So, from then on out, it was a lot of skipping around, and I'm paying for it now. So, figuring that there was somebody else out there, at least one other person out there that made the same mistakes, so here we go. First we're going to start with leveling up against two or three different types of monsters. I'm pretty much just going to cover two in this video and the next. That is going to be the Behemoth King, and I'm referring to them as Lobos. I know that they're not actually Lobos, but whatever. Sorry, but you can kind of deal with it. I don't really want to be bothered trying to remember what they're called. It's kind of a long name to remember, but these guys, they're descendants or predecessors of the Silver Lobos, something like that. I don't remember exactly the exact description, but as you can see here, they are resistant to fire, weak to ice, thunder is halved, and everything else is normal. So the approach that I use when I'm taking on these guys is Ravager, Commando, Ravager, or Relentless Assault, and Premeditation, which is Saboteur, Sentinel, and Synergist. Usually I have Premeditation as the default. Some others that you're going to run into, the other one that we're going to focus on, let's see, where are you hiding? Behemoths is the King Behemoth, which I don't have on this save file yet, so we're going to have to pull a lever on him. Alright, so just again, paradigms to use are going to be Premeditation as your default. Relentless Assault I have in 2 slots. The reason for that being, if you switch between slots, you can actually trick the game into giving you a full ATB gauge, but it only works every other shift. So you switch from Premeditation to Relentless Assault, and immediately you can switch from defensive to offensive, and you can attack right away. But if you switch from that Relentless Assault to Cerebus, for example, you have to wait for your ATB gauge to fill normally. So, yeah, you can figure that one out. I'm not going to be focusing on this video on paradigms, maybe another one. But for now, Premeditation, Relentless Assault, and Cerebus. Those are the 3 we're going to need. My party consists of Fang, as you can see here with the Brawler's Wristband, Pandoran Spear level 1, Power Wristband, Commando, and Saboteur. We've got Snow, who I picked for his HP, Commando, Ravager, and Sentinel, Iron Bangle, all his equipment level 1, and Saz, who is the only one with a level 2 weapon and actually has the weakest strength stat anyway. So we've got Tungsten Bangle on him, HP boosting accessories. So HP boosting accessories for him, HP boosting accessories for Snow just because he's a Sentinel, and power boosting accessories for Fang because she is the party leader, Commando, and Saboteur. So I wasn't too worried about her HP, even though she's got the lowest in the group, but that's okay. I found that this works out pretty well. So, that being said, we're going to get right to it. So we start off with our Lobos. As you can see, we're pretty much near the entrance for the Central Expanse, which is a little bit down there to the bottom of the screen, that narrow pathway there. We've got the Behemoth King that we're going to be taking on later. To our right over here, we've got Behemoth King and some of those Lobos that are going to be not going to be taking on in this video. Adamantoy is running around in the background. Do not fuck with him until you have probably beaten the game. We're going to start with these guys over here. The reason we're going to start with these guys over here is because there are only 2 of them, and while you're leveling up the first couple times, you might have some difficulty if you start with a group that is more than 2. So we're going to jump in here and have Saz cast Haste and Enfrost. Obviously, if you have not run Libra on these guys, you do want to do that so that the characters you're supporting allies will know what moves to use. But mine are already set, so we're just going to wait for him to get and Frost on everybody. In the meantime, we've got Fang that is focusing on debuffing these guys, and we've got Snow who is healing himself as he is guarding, which is the benefit of having a Sentinel that is experienced here. So we're going to switch right into Relentless Assault. These guys are very easy to stagger with magic, which is why I have the Relentless Assault paradigm in here to start with, because to be perfectly honest, I don't use it at all when I'm fighting the Behemoth King. But these guys stagger them and they go down ridiculously fast. The only thing you really have to watch out for is with the Sentinel roll, they do focus on that one target and they do deliver devastating physical attacks, so you might need to heal up Snow at some point. But other than that, these guys are really easy for CP farming. 2 are worth 880. When you take on 4, you get like 1700 CP. I've already taken on the other 2, so taking on the other groups, I don't think they're going to come running through here, but normally there are 4 Lobos, again as I'm calling them, that come running right through here, right behind where Fang is, and even though they come running straight at you, you can get a preemptive strike on them just by encountering them, just by getting in their way. Even though they're running at you, it will still count and you still get a preemptive strike on them, which makes it really useful, really easy to get them staggered. So that's pretty much it for the first part of this video here. I actually managed to cut this short compared to the first time that I was running through, and as you can see here, I ran through this a couple times already and got about 4,400 CP for my characters to level up with. So happy farming, and see you in the next video.